because I wore my white outfit? Yes?
Yeah, they're no tomatoes.
The only reason I'm standing up here is so I can have the pleasure, and since we're all, I'm going to turn it over to Sue, so I can have the pleasure of introducing you to one of my closest friends in the whole world for many, many years, about 25 years to be exact. And I will have to tell you that she not only, I believe she has traveled more than any person in the whole history of sewing from the beginning of time to keep the world sewing. Oh, Lord, that makes us sound like 100 years old. By the way, we are the same age. We're both 1943 babies. But it's such a pleasure for us to have her here as our guest tonight. By the way, this event and Sue's trip is underwritten by Hausmann Vikings. And I thank you. Let's have a hand for Hausmann Vikings. But not only is Sue the most completely energetic person, listen to me, well, now quit acting like silly, but she cares so desperately. I'm trying to be serious. I thought we might pray or something. So no, she is a woman of God. She and I have laughed together. We've prayed together. We've done events all over the world, literally on 3 continents together, and it's just a real joy for us to be able to have our big celebration at our 11th, and thank you for making all of these events possible, because without you, none of our vendors could come, and I couldn't come, and Sue and I both just thank you so much for being here, and yes, we are going to sign the contract to come back next year, and you have supported us so, we're going to be back, and thank you. We love you. And now one of my closest friends, one of the most incredible women of God that I've ever known. As I said, we've laughed together, we've prayed together, we've hauled on those airplanes. But Sue has traveled more than anybody in the whole industry ever to take the joy of sewing around the world. It is my great joy to welcome one of my closest friends I've ever had in my whole life, Sue Hausmann, and we love you.
Yes, I've been spending a lot of time in Sweden lately, but I'm really glad to be here, and I'm going to try to do some of the things that Martha has promised that I will do. And I bring you greetings from my husband, Herb, my CEO, carry everything out, Herb's Curb Service. He also is my senior assistant because he's collecting Social Security, and he's been retired for 10 years, but he also is usually my audio-visual man, so I want to thank Carrie for her help on this too. Herb is actually at another sewing event, and I had to leave, so I left him there to help all the ladies on the beautiful new Hausmann Viking designer diamond, because he was in Sweden with me so long, he probably knows it as well as I do. So I said, I think you better stay here to be sure we don't run into any little glitches, and you're going to be here to help them and answer their questions. So thanks so much, and I want to also recognize two of my favorite friends and people, but also our favorite heirlooms. Stand up, Miss Connie and Miss Peggy. Connie Palmer and Peggy Gilbert. Ladies are fabulous certified Martha Pullen and Hausmann Viking instructors. If you ever have the opportunity to take a class from them, I hope you will, because they just do a superb job. Tonight's program is really about giving the gift of sewing to others, and giving it in many different ways, by teaching people, by giving gifts, and also a little bit about what sewing has meant to me, and has meant to many of us, I think. But I brought a few little songs to share because Martha promised I'd sing. So, I'd like to teach the world to sew, to bring such joy each day. Garments, quilts, and gifts for friends, a world's wild way to play. Please help me teach the world to sew, teach people that you know. Garments, quilts, and gifts for friends, give them that inner glow. It's the song we share, let the world sew today. For sewing brings rewards and joy that never go away. Now, don't clap because that was pretty bad, but I can play the